Hello students, this is remote learning initiative undertaken by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School CBSE. Myself Preetham De Silva, your SST teacher, and today we are going to deal with Standard 7th History Chapter 3 The Delhi Sultans. Part 3 A closer look Administration and Consolidation under the Khaljis and the Tughlaqs. Students, the early Delhi Sultans favored the appointments of their slaves purchased for military service as governors to control the administration of the vast empire. These slaves were totally dependent upon their master, and so they were more reliable and trustworthy. They were called bandagin in Persian. The Khaljis and Tughlaqs continued the use of bandagin and also raised people of humble birth, usually their clients, to high positions and appointed them as generals and governors. However, this also gave rise to political instability as there was often a conflict for succession. Slaves and clients were loyal to their masters and patrons, but not to their heirs. New sultans had their own servants. As a result, the accession of a new monarch often saw conflict between the old and the new nobility. The patronage of this humble people by the Delhi sultans also shocked many elites, and the authors of Persian Tawarikh criticized the Delhi sultans for appointing the low and base-born to high offices. The Khaljis and Tughlaq monarchs appointed military commanders as governors of territories of varying sizes. This land were called Iqta and their holder was called Iqtidar or Makti. The duty of the Maktis was to lead military campaign and maintain law and order in their Iqtas. Accountants were appointed by the state to check the amount of revenue collected by Maktis, who were not allowed to collect revenue more than that prescribed by the state, nor were they allowed to keep soldiers more than the number prescribed by the states. Students, the Delhi Sultans brought the hinterland of the cities under their control. They forced the landed chieftains, the Samanta aristocrats, and rich landlords to accept their authority. During Alauddin Khalji's regime, the state brought the assessment and collection of land revenue under its control. The right of the local chieftains to levy taxes were cancelled and they were also forced to pay taxes. The Sultan's administrators measured the land and kept careful accounts. Some of the old chieftains and landlords served the Sultanate as revenue collectors and assessors. There were three types of taxes. First, on the cultivation called kharaj and amounting to about 50% of the peasants' produce. Second, on cattle, and third, on houses. Students, as a large part of the subcontinent was outside the control of Delhi Sultan, it was difficult to control distant provinces like Bengal from Delhi. Hence, soon after annexation of southern India, the entire region became independent. The local chieftains established their rule in this region. The Mongols, led by Genghis Khan, invaded Transoxiana in northeast Iran in 1219. Such attacks frequented during the reign of Alauddin Khilji and in the early days of Muhammad Tughlaq's rule. This forced the two rulers to mobilize a large standing army in Delhi. It posed a huge administrative challenge